What is going on, you guys? Laxo here. And today we are going to be doing lots and lots of Grimmjow pulls. When I say lots and lots, I probably mean we're going to be doing around, tell you what, let's just do like 1,000. Clean 1,000. Make it easy. Save me some omnis for later, and yeah. With that, let's go ahead and chat a little bit since I have you all here. Let's go ahead and chat a little bit about Grimmjow, actually. Turn on my auto clicker just so I can have that running. There you go. And now I can sit here and chat for a little bit. So the thing about Grimmjow, and I oversaw people in chat talking about Grimmjow, and they were saying that Grimmjow is bad. And if you all been watching this channel for a while, you know that I pretty much agree with that for the most part. But here's the thing, is you do want to get Grimmjow. There are a couple reasons. The number one reason, most obvious reason, is that you want to increase your initiative. Why do you get your initiative? Because you can give him gifts, and you can get him some stars, which also increases his initiative as well. And just leveling up characters in general gets you initiative over time. So, with that, he also, did I mention he's a soul hall? He's a soul hall leader. He is a soul hall leader, and early game we don't have too many, especially if we're looking at World Championship. You don't have too many options as far as soul halls go. So picking him up would be pretty nice in general. And on that note, when you're leveling him up, you do want to get him to 7-star. You do want to get him to 7-star because if you get him to 7-star, you can collect all of his strength training rewards. Granted, that's only 3 weapons and 3 source and 3 tomes, and it's a little bit of gold here and there in XP pots. But for the most part, you really do want to level him up. Probably not past 7-star, but let's talk a little bit about Grimmjow. So, if I remember correctly, I haven't used Grimmjow in a while, but I believe his mastery skill is always a 100% crit chance. So, his rage skill, what his rage skill does is if I remember correctly, it does a bunch of things. It lowers the rage of the enemy. It's a column. It lowers the rage of the enemy. It lowers the rage recovery rate, I believe, of the enemy. And it does one more thing. It does like extra damage or something like that. No, it gives you extra 30% crit damage, I think, for 2 rounds. And then his passive, what his passive does is, also it gives you a guaranteed mastery skill the following round. Which the following round you're gonna want the mastery skill. It would be nice if his mastery skill did something more other than just guaranteed crit. If it did something like increases crit chance, that would be really good if it just increases crit chance. But since it doesn't, you're kind of stuck having to put a crit chance war soul on him. It would also be nice if it did something else, like increase his rage that he receives. Like instead of giving him just base rage, it gives him an extra 100 rage or 150 rage or 200 rage. That would be great. Or 500 rage. That would be wonderful. It might actually make him viable. And then if I remember correctly, his passive, what his passive does is his passive is based upon how many other white tiger units you have on the field. He gets extra crit damage. I feel like I'm missing something else here as well. But his entire skill his entire kit pretty much just revolves around him teaming up with other white tigers. And the white tigers, of course, they do extra crit damage. He does extra crit damage with a guaranteed crit chance on his mastery skill. So with all of that, he you would think that it's pretty good. He has guaranteed crit, you know, just like Christmas Grimmjow, guaranteed crit. You know, he gets increased rage recovery rate, just like Christmas Grimmjow. And he lowers rage, just like Christmas Grimmjow. So all these things are really, really good. They literally just copy-pasted his kit onto another character. But the problem with this one is, since he was released really, really early in the game's life cycle, he just does not have very much crit damage, or he just does not have very much damage as far as numbers go in general. So with that, it is unfortunate that he suffers from no damage, even though he is guaranteed damage. Alright, let's go ahead and pause this here just for a sec to see how many pulls I've done. If I am at 400, I should be around 1,000 actually. Let's see, what am I at? Probably like 450, 800. Oh, I'm sorry. When I said 450, I meant 900. So, tell you what, we're gonna stop here at 800. I think that's... Nah, we're gonna keep going. Screw it. So, Grimmjow is actually... I don't know. It's tough to say he's good because he's just doesn't have the very much damage. The thing about Christmas Grimmjow is he has an insane amount of damage, and on top of that, his guaranteed crit comes off of his rage attack. And it's a single target, so it naturally increases his damage a whole lot more. So, if what they did was they took Grimmjow, this Grimmjow right here, and they gave him a special legendary rune skill, like increases his damage by 50%, or an extra 25% crit chance, or, you know, maybe something like Kenpachi, where the less characters gives him more damage or crit chance, would be really, really good for him. But once again, unfortunately, he just lacks from damage. Alright, we're gonna pause here, take a look. 2 more polls. We'll go ahead and do those 2 more polls real quick. And then we can wrap this one up here. Alright, there you go. Grab all of his shards, combine him, and then we can wrap this video up. But for the most part, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. He is not a bad character, but... or his kit is actually not bad, but unfortunately he lacks damage, which is the problem. And that is the problem of a lot of these early game characters, is they all lack damage. But, you know, he's like Zangetsu kind of, because he gets rage reduction on his rage skill. He doesn't have any CC. It would be nice if he had some CC. Maybe if they gave him a master skill at stuns, that would have been nice, but unfortunately he just is too lacking. Doesn't have enough, even though he has a lot of damage, you know. And he requires quite a bit too. Like, the problem is you can't stack three tigers on one team, because tigers are a very difficult character type to come by. There aren't very many white tigers that you can just put on a team with him, and if you do, then your other teams are really lacking in white tigers. So it is what it is, but you know, that's Grimmjow for you. Anyways, let's go ahead and combine him here. I'll tell you what though, he has a pretty cool rage attack sound, I guess you can call it. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Alright. What time we got here? 10 minutes? Alright, we are going to wrap this one up here, guys. If you guys enjoyed this content, like, comment, subscribe, send me as usual. Feel free to download this game if you do want to play it. Link will be in the description, and I'll post it in the comment section as well. Alright, guys. Catch you all on the next one. Peace. Peace.